Hey, hi all. So I'm back again with another Java interview questions. Basically, I'm continuing my same Java series where I've down all my Java 8 coding questions, which have been most asked by many of the companies. And apart from this, I've covered most of the approach-based question or algorithm-based question like Kadani algorithms. You can go through this whole series and covered some most of the important questions and we'll be covering more in this series. So let's get started. So today we are taking up the lead code problem of isomorphic strings. Basically, they will be giving two strings, and you need to check or tell to the interviewer that both the strings are isomorphic or not using the code. Like you need to write the code in the Java. So basically, isomorphic are those strings where the characters in first string S and the second string T can be replaced to each other. Suppose let me tell you that egg is there and add is there. So e is coming one times, g is coming twice, and in add d is coming twice. So g can be replaced with d, and so e dd and a will be agg. So there is the same frequency and at the same position both are coming. Like g is coming twice, so it is coming as one position and second position, and d is coming as twice, one position and second position. And similarly e is coming as one time and a is coming, so they can also be interchanged. So to the strings S and T can be made identical by E to A can mapping and G to D. So similarly, if I go with the second example, foo and bar is there. So F is coming one time, so it can be replaced with B, but O is coming twice. And here it is A then R. So both are distinct characters, so they can't be replaced. So that's why these two strings are not isomorphic. False. We are returning. So basically, you need to write a code in such a way or write some boolean function that it will return the true or false. Similarly, in paper and title, p is coming twice, so and similarly t is coming twice, a is coming one time, I is coming one time, so both can be replaced. E is coming one time, and l is coming one time, so it can be replaced. Similarly, r to e can be replaced. So and the solution to this, we will be using that character mapping using the hashing technique. Means we'll be following the hash map, or we'll be creating two hash map, and then we'll be somehow we'll be checking it, and then we will be returning the result. And for this also, we will be creating one static boolean method, and in the main method we will call this boolean method. So let's get started with the code. And before that, like, if you haven't liked, share and subscribe my channel, please like, share and subscribe my channel. So I've taken this third example from the lead code. This problem is basically from Leetcode I have taken, and now what we will be doing it, we will be creating one static method so that it can be easily called. And that is static method. Okay, let me increase the size font first thing so that it can be properly clearly. Okay, so public static boolean is isomorphic is the name, and then we are passing string to strings s and then t. And then what we will be doing, if first test case of the basic requirement is that both the string length should be same. If it is not same, then the strings are not isomorphic anyway. So similarly, we'll be returning false here. Okay, then what we'll be doing it, we will be declaring one two hash map, character as a key and integer as a value, and map s equals to new hash map. And then we will be copying this one more map we required it, and then the name will be map t for the second string. Then what we'll be doing it, we will be creating one for loop I equals to 0, I less than, both length are same, so we can take any string length. Okay, then what we'll be doing it, we will be checking character by character, we will be storing into it. There is a trick that what we are doing it, object, or we can do the pre previous. I will tell you why I have written this. And now map s dot put is there, and then we have s dot char at I comma index, at what index we are storing it. Similarly, one more uh, map we will be taking it, and the map name was map t, and here instead of s we are passing t string and pref t. Okay, now if objects dot equals, if object dot does not equals of pref s somehow and pref t, so what we'll be doing it, we'll be returning false basically. Okay, now this for loop is closing here, then we will be returning at the end true if it is not the case. Okay, then what we'll be doing it, if this function returns true, so string is are isomorphic. Okay, is the name not correct? Okay, we, common mistake what we have done, we didn't pass both the parameters. Okay, otherwise else not isomorphic. Okay, so basically what we are doing, we are passing two strings in this isomorphic function s and t, that is paper and title will pass, this function will be called, it is a boolean based function we have declared, and the first test cases we are checking that both the strings are not equal, so we are returning false here only. This is the basic condition which should be true. If it is not true, then the strings are not isomorphic. And then we are declaring two hash map, and one for string s and one for string t. Then we are iterating any of the string. I have taken the length for the string s, as both lengths are both equal, so we just need a one for loop. And here what we are doing in the first hash map, we are trying to add the initial or character by character we are adding it. Okay, what is missing here? Okay, just a minute. Character by character we are adding to hashmap along with its index key, index value basically. And similarly for t also we are storing it, and what it will return it, suppose this is the string, p is the string, so initially paper and title is there, so paper p got stored at 0th index. Similarly for title t got stored at 0th index, so it will return the previous value for associated this key, but initially it is doesn't contain anything, so it will return null for both the things. But again when p comes, like after a again p comes, paper inside that, like at the third position, p is coming here and t is coming here, so what it will return, it will return the previous value associated with the key. So earlier the p was stored at a 0th value along with the 0th value, so it will return 0 for this also, and similarly for title also it will return the 0 also here. And we are at the end, we are checking if anyhow these two are not equal, so then we are returning false. So because this p will be getting stored inside like paper uh, at 0 and 1 index, similarly 0 and 1 index, so it should be presented like 0 0, and if anyhow like this particular value is not same, so we are returning false here. We are checking object dot equals, and it is not returning true, then it is returning false. Then we are just then the strings are not isomorphic, and at the last we are returning true, that the strings are isomorphic. So that is the main intention behind, and the whole time complexity, as we are using single loop, so it is O of n. And so that's it from my side, and that is the main logic, that every time we are just storing the character along with its index value, and every time it is returning the associated value with this particular key. That is the main logic, and if it is not equal, then we are returning false.